Luca the Fox begins his Dolomites journey at the iconic Tre Cime di Lavaredo. The sharp, jagged peaks rise dramatically against the alpine sky. Luca hikes along winding mountain trails, stopping to admire the sweeping panoramas of craggy rock walls, meadows filled with alpine flowers, and distant snowy ridges. After the hike, Luca visits the tranquil Lake Misurina. The water mirrors the surrounding mountains, and the air feels calm. Luca sits by the lakeshore, dipping his paw playfully in the water, while small boats glide quietly across the lake. A reflection of the Dolomites glimmers on the water, creating a perfect postcard moment. Next, Luca arrives in the stylish alpine town of Cortina d'Ampezzo. The streets bustle with life, charming shops, cozy cafes, and skiers carrying gear. Luca wanders through the elegant town center, sniffing the air filled with the scent of fresh pastries, before looking up to see the dramatic peaks surrounding Cortina. Luca hops on the cable car up to Seceda. As the car ascends, breathtaking views of the Otto/Geisler peaks unfold. At the summit, Luca stands proudly on a meadow ridge, the jagged peaks stretching behind him, and alpine wildflowers carpeting the hills. The vast panorama makes him feel both small and adventurous. In the evening, Luca explores the charming village of Ortisei. Cobblestone streets, pastel houses, and a mix of Italian and German culture give the place its unique vibe. Luca wanders into a local bakery, savoring the smell of fresh bread, before heading to a square where musicians play traditional alpine tunes. The next morning, Luca ventures to Alpe di Siusi, the largest alpine meadow in Europe. Vast rolling green fields stretch beneath the mountains. Luca trots along the trail, occasionally pausing to admire wooden huts, cows grazing peacefully, and hikers enjoying the wide-open scenery. Heading south, Luca arrives in Bolzano, where Italian, German, and Austrian influences blend. He wanders through the bustling market square, where stalls display fruits, cheeses, and breads. Luca curiously watches street performers, while the backdrop of medieval and Baroque buildings gives Bolzano a cultural richness. Luca's Dolomites journey ends in Castelruth, a fairy-tale-like village listed among Italy's most beautiful towns. He strolls past flower-decked balconies and a tall church tower dominating the skyline. The atmosphere feels warm and welcoming, as locals greet him kindly.